The White House today hosting AI companies to discuss the framework for federal testing of new AI models. President Trump is not expected to attend. That meeting focuses on an executive order, though, that the president signed back in June that set up a voluntary program for companies to test and vet AI systems for safety issues before they're publicly released. The White House has not detailed the framework itself, and the standards used to test the models are remaining classified. NBC News White House correspondent Yamiche Alcindor joining us now to discuss more on this. So, Yamiche, what risks, I guess, are this AI evaluation program designed to address? And I think for many folks, they're going to want to know, is this a precursor to perhaps a push for more regulation around AI?
Well, that's a key question, especially the last one, this idea of whether or not this is going to lead to something bigger. What we know is that even though the president did not attend the meeting today, this was a meeting between the White House and top AI companies. We're hearing possibly that OpenAI, Google, Meta, that they were here at the White House, staff members here trying to knock this out and really trying to understand how to move forward. I want to read a bit of sort of what is at stake here and what their focus was. If you look at it, it's in collaboration with AI developers in the White House. It provides the federal government with secure early access to models, and it's meant to strengthen cybersecurity and promote secure innovation. So this is still a White House priority. The president has been in conversation in the past with CEOs of a lot of the big AI companies. So we're watching this closely to see exactly what gets hammered out. Right now, there isn't regulation coming, but it's definitely something that they're looking at.
And you can understand why. Yamiche Alcindor, thank you so much for that update.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.